Hello, this is a demo of our software engineering project on a smart waste management chatbot. So we start off by entering hi. The default response of the chatbot is asking if we are admin, user or collector. So we enter admin and it asks for the password. As you can see, everything is being returned from the backend. So the password is entered correctly and it asks if we want a list of bins or a list of collectors from the backend webhook again. So after entering 1, it returns a list of all the bins which need to be collected. So as we can see, they are being returned from the longitude, latitude value, and the garbage value inside the bins is being returned as well. If we ask for a list of collectors, then we can see that the collector ABC is on a trip to Kandivali. So that is also visible to the admin, and both these functionalities are being returned from the backend. Now when we move on to the second aspect of this, which is the collectors aspect, it asks for the collector ID also being returned from the webhook. And when the collector ID is returned, what this does is now it returns an empty response because Dialogflow has a restriction that a response can only be returned within 5 seconds. As it's not happening here, it's causing a delay. But you can see that on the backend, the values are being returned perfectly, but due to Dialogflow's inherent restrictions, it's giving an empty response. So we start off again, and when we enter hi again, it asks for the admin, user or collector. We enter user and they ask what we want. So we ask to find the nearby bins for the user, and therefore it gets returned all the bins in the surrounding area of the user according to the distance from the current location. So one issue with this is that Dialogflow cannot parse JSONs correctly. There are limitations in the chatbot, hence it's being returned in this haphazard manner, but the data is being returned accurately. So let's have a look at the code behind this. Okay, so this is the code for a webhook. A webhook is an application which provides connectivity between Dialogflow and our backend. This is the URLs for the webhook have been defined here. And if we scroll down, we can see the path to the webhook URL has been provided inside views.py. So going back, request is what the Dialogflow returns to the backend. The response returned by the user is stored in a query result, and there's an action associated with each response. So the default action is the get underscore types, which is if the user enters something like hi or hello, the action which the chatbot should perform. So inside get types, we can see that it asks, hello, are you an admin, user or collector, which is the default response, gets stored as a fulfillment response. And then when we go down, it's returned as a JSON response. And this is what gets displayed on the chatbot screen. Second type is the getting a response from the user. So user has responded to this query and he has now entered. It can be of 3 types, whether he is the user, admin or collector. For each of these are the fulfillment texts which can exist and corresponding to the user entry. And the response to this is also returned as a JSON and it's displayed on the chatbot screen. Now if the admin is chosen, he needs to be authenticated first. So we go to the admin auth function. So inside this, if the password entered by the user matches, that is admin123, then the user is identified as an admin and access is granted. So here right now the password has been hard coded. Later on it will be made dynamic as per requirement. So the text which is returned, if it's been identified as an admin, is that it asks if it wants a list of bins or a list of collectors. So enter 1 or 2 accordingly. This is what it's been asked now. The response of the user goes into admin-usage. Section is the intent which gets stored, whether it's a collector or a bin, and it goes passed to the admin use function. The admin use function has an if else, if it's a collector or if it returns bins. If the user asks for collectors, Then he should get returned the collectors around him, the name, the location, and the number of trips he's made. If he asks for the bins, then the number of bins which need to be collected, the location, and more importantly, the garbage value in the bins needs to be returned. And the third aspect of it is the user enquiry. If the enquiry is for a system user, then simply it should return that hello user, these are the 10 nearby bins to you, and the bin locations should be calculated from the nearby bins function, and it should be returned.